What up, y'all? It's Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Wednesday, July 10th, 2019. We'll bring some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Disney released on Twitter a Lion King cast photo including Beyonce, who plays Nala, Donald Glover plays Simba, Seth Rogen plays Pumbaa, and all the other big stars for the upcoming remake. Chiwetel Ejiofor, who plays Scar, John Oliver, who plays Zazu, Alfie Wooder, who plays Sarabi, Billy Eichler, who plays Timon, Keegan-Michael Key plays Kamari, Eric Andre, who plays Azizi, Florence Kasumba plays Shenzi, J.D. McCrary, who plays young Simba, and Shahadi Wright Joseph, who plays young Nala, are also featured in the photo. The Lion King, a remake of Disney's 1994 animated hit of the same name, is set to arrive in theaters on July 19th. The remake from director Jon Favreau will feature a more photorealistic animation style. Original star James Earl Jones is returning to reprise his role as Mufasa. Ryan Reynolds has joined the cast of Red Notice, an action thriller also starring Dwayne Johnson and Gal Gadot. The film is moving from Universal to Netflix, with the streaming service announcing that production will start in 2020. Universal has previously announced that the project will be released on November 13th, 2020. Red Notice, from writer and director Rawson Marshall Thurber, who worked with Johnson on Skyscraper and Central Intelligence, will be an international thriller about the pursuit of the world's most wanted art thief. Johnson is producing the film through his Seven Bucks production company with Danny Garcia and Iram Garcia. Thurber is also producing alongside Beau Flynn, with Scott Sheldon serving as an executive producer. Johnson said on Twitter Monday about Red Notice, "This is big and exciting." He continued, "In our ever-changing landscape with how movies are made, distributed, and consumed by audiences, the goal was to create a true global event movie watched and enjoyed by the world at the same exact time." Jessica Chastain has uploaded on Instagram a behind-the-scenes look at her upcoming spy thriller film 355 that also includes Lupita Nyong'o, Penelope Cruz, and Fan Bingbing. The video, posted on Monday, features Chastain meeting with her co-stars and the film's director Simon Kinberg, who worked with the actress on X-Men film Dark Phoenix. Chastain also confirmed that principal photography on 355 has commenced. Chastain says, "As Simon and I were making X-Men, I had this idea of doing a female ensemble action film. I called all the actresses, and we all are in the studio, and everyone owns the film, and now we're making it." Other clips includes the cast going over the script and undertaking gun and boxing training. The film, penned by Teresa Rebeck, is set for release in 2020. Sebastian Stan and Diane Kruger are also set to star. 355 earned the biggest sale at the 2018 Cannes Film Festival when Universal picked it up for $20 million. Original star Marion Cotillard previously dropped out of the project, citing personal reasons. The documentary I Am Patrick Swayze is scheduled to make its television debut on the Paramount Network on August 18th, what would have been the screen icon's 67th birthday. The cable network said Thursday it plans to broadcast Swayze's classic movies Ghost and Dirty Dancing in the hours before the documentary premiere. I Am Swayze will have its world premiere at the San Antonio Film Festival in Texas, Swayze's home state, on August 2nd. Directed by Adrian Butenhaus, the film features interviews with Swayze's friends, families, and co-stars, including his wife Lisa Niemi, brother Don Swayze, co-stars Sam Elliott, Jennifer Grey, C. Thomas Howell, Rob Lowe, Kelly Lynch, Demi Moore, Lori Petty, Marshall R. Teague, director Roland Joffe, agent Nicole David, manager Kate Edwards, personal assistant Rosemary Highgay, stuntman Cliff McLaughlin, and bodyguard Frank Wetley. Swayze was known for his hit movies The Outsiders, Red Dawn, Point Break, Tu Wan Fu, and Roadhouse, as well as the TV's The Beast and North and South. The actor died after a battle with pancreatic cancer on September 14, 2009. He was 57. The Society will return for a second season on Netflix. The streaming service announced the show's Season 2 renewal in a video Tuesday on Twitter featuring Catherine Newton, Gideon Aldon, Sean Birdie, Natasha Leo Bordizio, and other stars. Season 2 will premiere in 2020. The show's stars promise answers about Charlie the dog and the father of Becca's child in the new season. The cast says in the video to the citizens of New Ham, "We have some big news, really big, like bigger than the time Gordy figured out we were in a parallel universe. We're making season 2 of The Society." They continues by saying, "Do you know what this means? More pie, more fugitive, more memes, and more answers about Charlie and Becca's baby daddy and Grizz's hair. It's full of secrets. We love you guys so much and can't wait for you guys to see what happens next. It'll be worth the wait." The Society premiered on Netflix in May. The series follows a group of teenagers living in a Connecticut town where all the adults mysteriously disappear. Variety says series creator Chris Kaiser will return as showrunner and executive producer on season 2. The new season will begin production later this year. Gwen Stefani hired Jimmy Kimmel Live's Guillermo to become a backup dancer in a new comedy segment that aired on the Late Night Show. Guillermo auditioned to be part of Stefani's Las Vegas residency on Monday after the singer announced that she needed more dancers. Kimmel said about his on-screen security guard, "It's a big production, it requires big talent, and when the notice went out, we sent in the biggest little ball of talent we know." Guillermo stripped down to a golden tank top with the words "Rich Girl" written across it during his audition, a reference to Stefani's 2004 hit song with the same name. Guillermo, despite being unable to keep up with the other dancers, was able to convince Stefani to recruit him due to his big heart and determination. Guillermo's big moment then came during one of Stefani's Las Vegas concerts as the pop star allowed him to dance on stage in a banana costume during the performance of her song "Holla Back Girl." Guillermo said afterwards, "That went really bad." Stefani added, "Do I regret hiring Guillermo? Absolutely." Stefani will be performing at the Zappos Theater until November 2nd. The Bachelor alum Jesse Palmer is engaged to be married. The 40-year-old television personality proposed to his girlfriend, model Emily Fardo, during a vacation Monday in France. Palmer confirmed the news in an Instagram post Monday. He shared a photo of himself popping the question and gushed about Fardo in the caption. Star wrote, "You said yes, I'm so lucky to finally call you my fiancé. I asked for an angel to be brought into my life, and it was you." He added, "You love me unconditionally. You've made me the best version of myself. You've given me a sense of calm and a happiness that I've never before experienced. Now the rest of our lives can begin together. Te amo." Fardo also shared the news in a post on her own account. She wrote, "We're engaged. My heart is so full. I feel so lucky to have found the love of my life. We're so happy and excited for the next chapter of our lives." Good Morning America host Michael Strahan, 2020 anchor Amy Robach, and $1 Million Listing New York star Ryan Seahand were among those to congratulate the couple in the comments. Strahan wrote, "Congrats, my brother." Robach added, "OMG, congratulations, so beautiful." Palmer starred on The Bachelor Season 5 when he chose Jessica Bolin but did not propose. He has since appeared as a sports commentator on ABC and ESPN and a contributor on Good Morning America. Popular indie video game Cuphead will be adapted as an animated Netflix series. The streaming service announced in a press release Tuesday it has teamed with King Features Syndicate on the Cuphead Show, a new TV series based on the studio MDHR game. The Cuphead Show will expand on the characters and world of Cuphead and follow the misadventures of Cuphead and his brother Mugman. The series is a comedy that will feature an animation style inspired by classic Fleischer cartoons. The new show hails from Chad and Jarek Moldenhauer, who will executive produce with CJ Kelter and Dave Wasson. Cosmo Sergeson will serve as a co-executive producer. Studio MDHR confirmed the news in a tweet Tuesday. The post reads, "Coming to you in full circle and Cinesound, it's the Cuphead Show. Witness the wondrous Inkwell Isles as you'll never seen them before, an original series inspired by the classic animation styles of the 1930s, now in production by the talented team at Netflix Animation." Cuphead was released in September 2017 and has sold over 4 million units worldwide. The game is known for its retro animation style and challenging gameplay. Actor Rip Torn from the acclaimed Larry Sanders Show has died, according to representatives. He was 88. Thorne died Tuesday at his Lakeville, Connecticut home with his wife Amy Wright and daughters Katie Torn and Angelica Page at his side, a statement from his representative said. Cause of death was not released. Though best known for playing Artie on HBO's The Larry Sanders Show, a role for which he received 6 consecutive Emmy nominations and was awarded Best Supporting Actor in 1996, Thorne's career spanned 7 decades of comedic and dramatic performances. In 1984, he received an Oscar nomination for Best Actor in a supporting role for his portrayal of Marsh Turner in Cross Creek. In total, he was nominated for 9 Emmy Awards, receiving his first nod in 1985 for playing Louis Slanton in the Atlanta Child Murders. His final nomination came in 2008 in the category of Outstanding Guest Actor in a Comedy Series for playing Don Guest in the comedic TV show 30 Rock. The Texan was also praised for his stage performance, having performed on Broadway 10 times. He made his stage debut in 1959 in Tennessee Williams' Sweet Bird of Youth with Paul Newman and Geraldine Page, whom he married in 1963. Thorne was married 3 times and had 6 children. Comedian Al Brooks called Thorne a true original. Brooks said via Twitter, "R.I.P. Rip Thorne. He was so great in defending your life. I'll miss you, Rip." Comedian Tom Green, who directed Thorne in Freddie Got Fingered, in which he also starred, said he was proud to have worked with and gotten to know a true legend. Green said Rip was a class act. He was an incredible actor, one of the greats. Thorne was 88. Dave Bautista, Linda Cardinelli, Kumail Nanjiani, and Christina Hendricks, and more are scheduled to be presenters at the 2019 ESPY Awards. Joel McHale, Elle Fanning, Usher, Chris Long, Eric Dane, Eugenio Debretz, Billie Jean King, and Lily Singh will also present awards. Attendees will include the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team following their World Cup win, Gabrielle Union, Dwayne Wade, Caitlyn Jenner, Odell Beckham Jr., and Chloe Kim, among others. The ESPY Awards, which honors the best moments in sports, will be broadcast live on ABC from the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Tracy Morgan is hosting, with Tori Kelly set to perform in times like these. During the show, in honor of Bill Russell, who is receiving the Arthur Ashe Award for Courage. Bryan announced on Instagram Tuesday that Cole Swindell and Mitchell Tenpenny will be joining him on his upcoming 2019 Farm Tour. The Peach Pickers and DJ Rock are also joining the Farm Tour, which is set to kick off on September 26th in Marshall, Wisconsin, before wrapping up on October 5th in Norman, Oklahoma. Bryan and his crew will also be performing in Richland, Michigan on September 27th, Pleasantville, Ohio on September 28th, Lewisburg, Kansas on October 3rd, and Douglas, Kansas on October 4th. Tickets are currently on sale. Bryan's 11th annual farm tour will once again support American farming communities. The country star has awarded over 50 scholarships to students hailing from farming families since starting the farm tour in 2009. Bryan made headlines in June when he showed support on social media for country singer Granger Smith following his son's death. Willie Nelson, Bonnie Raitt, and Margo Price are among the 2019 Farm Aid performers. The annual music festival announced this year's lineup, date, and location, September 21st at the Alpine Valley Music Theater in East Troy, Wisconsin, in a tweet Tuesday. Raitt, Price, Tanya Tucker, and other artists will join Nelson, Neil Young, John Mellencamp, and Dave Matthews, who sit on the board of directors. The annual event aims to support and increase awareness on the importance of family farms. Nelson said on the Farm Aid website, "With devastating weather, low price, and harmful farm and trade policies, America's family farmers are facing immense challenges to hold on to their farms. It's not right. Family farmers are essential for all of us. At Farm Aid 2019, we'll highlight solutions and show our support for family farmers' contributions to our health, economy, and environment." Nelson, Young, and Mellencamp first staged Farm Aid in 1985. Farm Aid has since raised $53 million to programs benefiting family farmers and to support a food system in the U.S. centered on family farms. The 2019 concert will take place in Wisconsin, one of the nation's leading producers of dairy products, following declining dairy prices and the closure of hundreds of farms. Relentless weather has also affected corn and other crops. Mellencamp said, "We're bringing Farm Aid to the heartland because we need to show the country what's happening to the people who grow our food and take care of our soil and water. We want family farmers to know that we won't let them go down without a fight. And neither should you. Farmers need us, and we need farmers." Ariana Grande says her grief over her late ex-boyfriend Mac Miller has been a pretty all-consuming experience. The 26-year-old singer discussed her challenging relationship with Miller and the rapper's untimely death at 26 in September in the August issue of Vogue. Grande and Miller split in May 2018 after 2 years of dating, and Miller was arrested for drunk driving days later. At the time, Grande famously clapped back on Twitter at one person who blamed her for Miller's arrest. Grande explained in an interview, "People don't see any of the real stuff that happens, so they are loud about what they think happened. They didn't see the years of work and fighting and trying, or the love and exhaustion." She added, "That tweet came from a place of complete defeat. You have no idea how many times I warned him that that would happen and fought that fight for how many years of our friendship and our relationship. You have no idea, so you're now allowed to pull that card." Grande said she spent years worrying about and trying to help Miller, who struggled with substance abuse. Miller ultimately died of an accidental drug overdose. Grande said, "By no means what we had perfect, but like blank. He was the best person ever, and he didn't deserve the demons he had. I was the glue for such a long time, and I found myself becoming less and less sticky. The pieces just started to float away." Grande had voiced her love for Miller and her sorrow over his death in an emotional Instagram post in September. The star wrote, "I adore you from the day I met you when I was 19, and I always will. I can't believe you are not here anymore. I can't really wrap around my head. We talked so much, so many times. I'm so mad I don't know what to do." She said, "You were my dearest friend for so long above anything else. I'm so sorry I couldn't fix or take your pain away. I really wanted to. The kindest, sweetest soul with demons he never deserved. I hope you are okay now. Rest." Grande released her fourth studio album, Thank You Next, in February. Mariah Carey said she had no freedom during her first marriage. 49-year-old singer discussed her relationship with former Sony Music head Tommy Mottola in the August issue of Cosmopolitan. Carey married Mottola, who was 20 years her senior, in June 1993. Carey had released her self-titled debut studio album in 1990 and was on the rise of her career. She told the magazine, "You might want to picture a child bride. There was a conscious effort to keep me as this all-American, whatever that means, girl. It was very controlled. There was no freedom for me as a human being. It was almost like being a prisoner." Carey and Mottola split in 1997 after 4 years of marriage. Mottola said in his 2013 book Hitmaker, The Man and His Music, that his relationship with Carey was absolutely wrong and inappropriate. He wrote, "I'm truly sorry for any discomfort and pain that all of my good intentions inevitably caused her, and most of all for the scars it left on my two oldest children," referencing his kids from his first marriage. Carey was married to actor Nick Cannon from 2008 to 2016 and is now dating Bryan Tanaka, both of whom are her junior. She addressed her rumored preference for younger men in the new interview. The star says, "I haven't had that many, but there has been a variety pack. I've only been with 5 people in my life, so I'm kind of a prude, honestly, compared to most others in the field." Carey last released the album Caution in November. The album includes the singles With You and A No-No. Slayer has announced the concert dates for the last leg of their Farewell World Tour, which began in May 2018. Slayer's final shows, titled The Final Campaign, will begin on November 2nd at the Asheville Arena in Asheville, North Carolina, before wrapping up on November 30th at the Forum in Los Angeles. The band will also be performing in the cities such as New York, Louisville, Omaha, Colorado Springs, Oakland, and Las Vegas, among others. Tickets go on sale starting on Friday at 10 a.m. local time. Slayer will be joined by Primus, Ministry, and Phil H. and Anselmo and the Illegals on all dates. Slayer's farewell tour has consisted of over 140 shows across 30 countries and 40 U.S. states. BTS set a new sales record in Japan for foreign artists, topping the Oricon's weekly chart with their single Lights, Boys With Love. The single sold 621,000 units since its release on July 3rd, the highest first ever sale for a foreign artist ever, according to a news release on Tuesday from Oricon, the leading music industry statistics group in Japan. Japan is the world's second largest music market. The Korean megastars broke their own Japanese record of 455,000 sales for Fake Love Airplane Part 2, released last November. The new single features Lights, a track sung and rapped in Japanese, along with Japanese versions of Boy With Love and Idol. A music video for Lights was also released last week. The group's latest accomplishment comes on the heels of breaking a nearly 25-year-old record for best-selling album in South Korean history. Map of the Souls Persona sold 3,399,302 copies in their home country as of May, adding another entry for BTS in the Guinness Book of World Records. The 7-track album has been released just a month earlier. The boy band, consisting of members RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook, have also managed to conquer the world of mobile games. BTS World, a story-based simulation game for iOS and Android, hit the top of the Apple's App Store charts in 25 countries within the first day of its release in late June. BTS is currently in Japan on the final leg of their world concert tour, Love Yourself, Speak Yourself. September performed at the 47,000-seat Yanmar Stadium Najat in Osaka last weekend and will finish the tour at the 50,000-seat Ikopa Stadium in Shizuoka, Prefecture, Japan on July 13th to the 14th. The group will release a documentary film from the tour, Bring the Soul, the movie, on August 7th, and Event Cinema release that will open globally for a limited run. Their previous film, Burn the Stage, already holds the Event Cinema box office record, pulling in 1.4 million viewers around the world over a handful of days in 2018. And that is your entertainment report for Wednesday, July 10th, 2019. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainer Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainer Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.